everyone, Melissa here. I'm back with another video, and this week I'm really excited because I have an awesome challenge and a tip that was a game changer for me with my manifesting. And I really think, especially if you are someone who's very logical or who gets really tripped up on how something is going to happen, I really think this is going to help you. Before I get into the video, really quick, I'm available for one-on-one coaching. If you need help figuring out what mental obstacles you are putting in the way of your manifestations, or help figuring out what you want, just any help manifesting any of your desires, I would love to help you. The link for my coaching is in the description of this video, and I also have some courses if you are someone who likes self-study. I have some affirmation bundles for various subjects and some courses on manifesting specific things. So if you are someone who would like some courses, the link will also be in the description of this video. Okay, let's get into this challenge and this tip because it's so good, and this video is going to be short and sweet because I really am excited to share this, and I want to see, after you do this, please put in the comments how it's working out for you, because I've been sharing this with a lot of clients recently and they've had some really great feedback and results. So I want to hear from you too. Okay, so a lot of times when we are trying to manifest something, first of all, we're trying to manifest it, and so we focus on what's out in front of us in the reality, in 3D physical reality, and we use that to validate whether or not what we want is true or possible. And that's where we get tripped up, because our logical mind will think, well, I am affirming that this is true, but I'm looking out here and I don't see that it's true. I don't see proof with my eyes that it's true, and I just can't logically figure out how it could possibly be true, so it must not be true. And so then that becomes this loop of trying to convince yourself that it's true even though you can't figure out how, even though you don't see any proof of it. But in those moments, we forget how all this works, and we forget who we truly are. We are not the 3D, we are not circumstances, we are not subject to them, we determine them via our assumptions. We curate our reality experience via our mind, via our beliefs and thoughts and assumptions. So when you look out here for proof that what you want is true, you're likely not going to see it unless you've already decreed the truth within, unless you've already got the assumption that it's true within. Now, remember, I say this all the time in all my videos, your perception is your power, and you are the only perceiver. So if you are perceiving that something isn't true, but you're telling yourself it is, you're only going to see proof out here that it's not true, because that's what you're choosing to accept as the truth. So I know it gets confusing, people saying you have to believe your new story, you have to believe your affirmations, you have to believe it's true, but you don't. You just have to start assuming that it's true. You just have to start telling yourself that it's true and not looking for evidence out here. Not because when you're looking for evidence, you're literally contradicting that it's true, because you're saying, let's use an example. Let's say you're affirming, I have $10,000. Okay, you're looking at your bank account, you don't see $10,000 in your bank account, but so if you were to look at the 3D for a physical validation of the truth of your affirmation, you're not going to get it, because to you look at your bank account, there's not $10,000 there, that means that you don't have it, right? So you've gone from it's true to, oh, I looked at the 3D, no it's not. But I'm going to affirm that it's true again. Oh, but I looked at the 3D, no it's not. And then you can't figure out how it's true because you clearly see in the 3D it's not true. I don't have the $10,000. This is what this trick that I'm about to share is for. This is going to help you so much. When you start telling your new story, you do not have to believe it. Your new affirmation, for whatever it is, you just have to get out of your own way when you start declaring the truth of it. So this is where Neville talks about having faith of a mustard seed, or brazen impudence. It's unseen, you're fiercely loyal to the unseen reality, and then the unseen reality becomes seen. But you have to be fiercely loyal to that truth before it even shows up. You don't have to believe in it. You just have to decide, this is what's true no matter what. This is why circumstances don't matter, because I'm the one decider, I'm the one perceiver in my reality. What I say goes, I command it, I decree it, I declare it, period. Period. So, here's my tip, here's the challenge. Every time you catch yourself starting to tell your new story, starting to tell your new truth about whatever it is you're manifesting, and you get tripped up by the 3D, and you're using the 3D as proof that what you want isn't true, tell yourself, I don't know how, but it's true anyways. I can't logically figure out how what I want is true because I'm literally seeing the opposite, but it's still true. Somehow, some way, what I want is true regardless of what I see right now, regardless of what I'm experiencing right now. What I want is true, period. You're shutting down the need to figure out how it's true because everything exists all at once and it's only ever now. So the moment you say right now, this is true, you're right, and it's already manifested. You just can't see it with your eyes yet. So then sometimes you get discouraged or you get tricked by the physical reality in front of you, making you think, no, it's not. This doesn't work. It's not true. Why is it taking so long? Stop saying it's taking so long. Stop letting the 3D make you think it's taking so long. I don't know how, but what I want is true. So let's do another example. Let's say, okay, let's go back to the money thing. So let's say you are feeling broke and you'd much rather feel abundant and you really just want $10,000, okay? So your new story is, I have $10,000. And then you start feeling really good, affirming your new story, and then a bill comes in the mail and you look at your bank account and you don't have the money to pay the bill, much less $10,000. You can't even pay the $50 bill. Right there. In that moment, the 3D is seemingly telling you that your desire is not true yet. You don't let it. You instead do this challenge. I don't know how, but it's true that I have $10,000. My bank account doesn't say it yet, but it's still true. I don't know how, but I have $10,000. I can't logically figure out how I have it because I don't see it yet or anything that seems like proof of it, but I still have it. I don't know how it's true, but it's true. I can't possibly figure out the way it's happening, but it's happening. Somehow, some way, this is true. I know maybe I thought this other thing was true before, but this is now true instead. So your challenge is, I don't know how, but this is still true. I don't know how, but this is true anyways. I can't possibly explain how it's true, but it's true. You're disregarding the meaning you're giving to the proof of the unwanted truth. That's kind of ties into a video I did, I think a couple videos ago, about how to navigate circumstances. We're not ignoring them. We're acknowledging them and we're accepting that they showed up, but then we're choosing a better truth. Okay, I see you broke bank account. I accept that I created this. I accept that it's here, but I'm not deciding that's the truth anymore. This is what's true instead, period. And then you allow it to manifest in front of your eyes. Once you declare its truth, it's already manifested. It's already true. You just might not see it in front of your face yet. But don't make anything mean that it's not true. I'll give you another example. Okay, so let's say you're manifesting a specific person or just a friend or somebody and you haven't talked to them in a long time. You're in no contact, okay? To a lot of people, no contact might mean something bad. Maybe to you, no contact means they don't want to talk to me. We're not friends anymore. We're broken up. We're at odds with each other. It doesn't have to mean that. Everything is empty and meaningless until you perceive it and put a label on it. So if no contact can mean that, no contact can also mean you're married, you're in a committed relationship, you're best friends. And if you need to logic yourself into why, well, what if they're on a business trip? What if their phone died? What if your phone died? What if they're at a silent yoga retreat? What if they just can't talk right now and they'll get back to you as soon as they can? What if there's infinite ways something can unfold. But all things are true at once. So the no contact doesn't have to mean or continue to mean that the relationship is strained unless you choose that. So how do you do this challenge? You look at that desire, I wish to be in contact with someone. You will start affirming, we are back in contact. We talk every day. Okay, let's say the affirmation is, we talk every day. We talk every day. You start affirming, we talk every day, and then you look at your phone and there's no messages. And then you start doubting, well, why isn't it working yet? Nope, shut it down. We're not using the 3D as proof. Am I going to continue to make it mean that? No. I don't know how. I don't know how it's true because I don't see the proof on my phone, but we're talking right now. I don't know how it's true because I haven't heard their voice in weeks, but we're talking right now. We're back in touch. I don't know how, I can't possibly figure out how it's happening, but it's happening now because it's only ever now, and I'm declaring, commanding, decreeing, affirming, this is the new truth. You know, Neville, what does Neville always say? An assumption, if persisted in, hardens into fact. This is how you persist in an assumption. You assume it's truth before you see the proof, and then the proof, you get the proof manifests or hardens into fact, right? So I don't know how it's true, but it's true. I can't explain how it's true because I'm seeing the opposite, but it's still true. So try that out. I don't know how, but it is. I can't explain it, but it is. Somehow, some way, it just is. Try that. That should quiet your mind when you start trying to think, well, I really want this, but then you come up with all these reasons for why you can't have it. No, I don't need to come up with those reasons because I don't know how, but it's true. And then watch what happens. See if that helps you to release that resistance, that pushing against it because you can't logically figure out how it's possible, or you can't logically see the proof of it. You don't need logic in manifesting. You don't need proof. The proof is here. The truth is here. You determine what happens out here, in here. Okay? So try that out, the I don't know how challenge, and comment. Please, I would love to hear your successes with it and how it made you feel when you started applying that to your stories, to your affirmations for what you've been trying to manifest. This is something that really helped me, gave me a really fresh perspective on it, and it shut down my logical mind. So try it out and let me know how it goes for you. And if you want some help, I'm available for coaching. Link will be in the description of this video. I intend you have an amazing week, and I'll see you in the next one.